Good morning, students. Welcome back to you all in English lecture. So, dear students, today we'll start with the new grammar topic, subject and predicate. So, this topic already you have studied in previous year. I request you all to pay attention properly in today's lecture. In 6th standard, we have studied this topic, subject and predicate. Now let's study this topic in detail. Let's study more about this topic. Do you remember anything? What is subject and what is predicate? So dear students, the subject and predicate. A sentence has two parts. How many parts? A sentence has two parts, that is subject and a predicate. Now as I have explained you all, the sentences are made up of words and words are made up of alphabets, letters. So when letters come together, words are formed. When words come together, sentences are formed. And when sentences come together, paragraph is formed. Right? So, subject and predicate means what? A sentence has two parts. The sentence is divided into two parts, subject and predicate. Let's see first what is subject. So, subject means, okay, see student, subject definition is given here. Subject means the naming part of a sentence is the subject. It tells who or what the sentence is about. I repeat, the naming part of a sentence is the subject. It tells who or what the sentence is about. Predicate means the telling part of a sentence is predicate. It tells what happened. Now let's see the example. The rabbit ate the carrot. Now the naming part of a sentence, the naming part of a sentence is subject. That means subject means what? It tells who or what the sentence is about. And predicate means what? It tells about the subject. The predicate tell part of a sentence, that it tells us what happened. What does the rabbit eat? Yes, the rabbit ate the carrot. So, the naming part is subject and telling part is predicate. Let's understand this concept with the help of more examples. The subject tells who or what the sentence is about. Whereas the predicate means, predicate tells what the subject is or does. What does the predicate tells? Predicate tells what the subject is or does. For example, the kids are eating lunch. Okay. Now, the kids, it tells who are eating lunch? Kids. So, you should ask the question on predicate so that you will get the subject as an answer. So, how you can ask the question who or what? Who are eating lunch? The kids. So, ultimately you are getting subject as an answer. What is subject? The kids. Always keep one thing in mind. The predicate starts with verb. In predicate, verb is there. Now, it can be action verbs like talk, sit, laugh, dance, sleep, walk, run. These are the action verbs. And what are helping verbs? Is, am, are, was, are. These are helping verbs. So either or. It can start from the helping verb or as action verb. In predicate always starts with verb. And subject, it tells who or what the sentence is about. So in this sentence, the kids is a subject, whereas are eating lunch is a predicate. Clear, students? are the few examples of subject and predicate. Before that, it's written here. The subject tells the who or what a sentence is about, and the predicate tells what the subject is or does. See, the few examples are given here. The dog barks at the cat. I repeat, the dog barks at the cat. So, dear students, the dog is a telling part, so it's naming part, so it's a subject. Whereas barks at the cat is a predicate. Also, it's started with verb. So, predicate starts with verb. And who barks at the cat? If you ask the question on predicate, ultimately you will get subject as an answer, the dog. So, the dog is a naming part and predicate is a telling part. Mr. Smith is my teacher. Mr. Smith is a naming part. So, Mr. Smith is a name. See, in subject always there is a noun or pronoun. In subject there is noun or pronoun, whereas in predicate, predicate starts with verb. Verb means what? Action verb. It can be action or helping verb. So, Mr. Smith is my teacher. Mr. Smith is subject. Whereas is my teacher is predicate. Why it is predicate? Because it is a telling part as well as it starts with the helping verb. What is helping verb here? Is. Who is Mr. Smith? Mr. Smith is my teacher. Or you can frame like this. Who is my teacher? Mr. Smith. You will get subject as an answer. Joe and Bob played at recess. So, Joe and Bob, these are the noun. It is a naming word. So, this is the naming part. Whereas played at recess, action verb is there. What is action verb? Played. So, that is predicate. Now, if you frame the question on predicate, who played at recess? Joe and Bob. You will get subject as an answer. Clear? Now next, our family went on vacation. Our family is a naming part. Whereas went on vacation, went. First you need to recognize the verb. What is verb? Went. So went on vacation, that remaining sentence is predicate. Who went on vacation? Our family. You will get subject as an answer. When you frame question on predicate, you will get subject as an answer. See students, now here the few examples and exercise is given here. Let's solve this exercise of subject and predicate. So we'll just underline the predicate and the remaining which is not underlined, that will be a subject. Clear students? Now the first one is done for you all. The teacher gave her student homework. So here, but obvious, the teacher is a naming part, so that is subject. Whereas gave her student homework, here the sentence, the remaining predicate starts with verb. So it is a predicate. Who gave her students homework? The teacher. So ultimately when you ask the question on predicate, you are getting subject as an answer, right? Now first one is given, first example. Allison jumped on her bed. So Allison jumped on her bed. Allison is the subject, whereas jumped on her bed is a predicate. Why it is predicate? Because it starts with the verb jumped, and when you ask the question on predicate, that is who jumped on her bed, you will get the answer subject Allison. Clear? Now the second one, Bradley rode his bike to school today. Now rode his bike to school today is a predicate, And Bradley is a naming part, so it is a subject. Who rode his bike to school today? Bradley. Here also the predicate starts with the verb rode. Ride past form is rode. Clear? Ride, rode. Mason and Seth played football at recess. Mason and Seth. So, Mason and Seth, these are the noun, these are the naming part, and played football at recess is a predicate. Who played football at recess? Mason and Seth. You will get subject as an answer. Clear, students? I am underlining the predicate, and the sentence which is not underlined, that will be subject. Clear? Next, Lassie and her mother went to the races. Lassie and her mother went to the races. Now, went to the races, this is a predicate. Why? Because it starts with the verb. What is verb here? Went. And Lassie and her mother, that is naming part. So, that is subject. Clear? Next, the dog chased the cat through the yard. Now, chased the cat through the yard. That will be predicate. Why, students? Why it is predicate? Because it's as I have told you all, the predicate starts with verb. And what is verb here? Chased. So, who chased the cat through the yard? You will get the subject as an answer. What is subject? The dog. The dog is a noun because it is a name of an animal. Clear? Next, Mr. Kelly's class earned a free recess. I repeat, Mr. Kelly's class earned a free recess. Here, earned a free recess is a predicate because earned is a verb, and always predicate starts with the verb. Who earned a free recess? Mr. Kelly's class. You will get subject as an answer. Next, we won $50 at the fair. Now, the first thing you need to do, you need to recognize the verb. What is verb? Won. So, won $50 at the fair, that is predicate. Whereas we, it's a pronoun. Pronoun means what? The word which is used in place of noun is known as pronoun. So, we is subject. Who won $50 at the fair? You ask the question on subject, you will get the you ask the question on predicate, you will get the subject as an answer. Peyton took his book back to the library. Peyton took his book back to the library. So, here what is verb? Took. So, took his book back to the library is a predicate. Whereas, Peyton is a subject because it is a naming word. It is the name of a boy. Clear? So, who took his book back to the library? You need to ask the question. So, you will get the subject as an answer. What is subject? Peyton. Next, she painted her bedroom pink and purple. Now, what is verb here? Painted, right? So, painted is a verb. So, predicate always starts with verb. So, painted her bedroom pink and purple, that is predicate. Whereas, who painted her bedroom pink and purple? She. So, she is also a pronoun. She is subject. She is subject and painted her bedroom pink and purple, that is predicate because it is a tailing part and subject is a naming part. Clear? Now the 10th one, Katy cheered when her team won the game. I repeat, Katy cheered when her team won the game. So cheered is a verb. It is an action verb. So cheered when her team won the game, that is predicate. Whereas Katy is a naming part. It is a name of a girl, that is subject. Who cheered when her team won the game? You will get the subject as an answer. What is subject? Katy. Clear, students? Understood this? I hope so, dear students, you have understood the subject and predicate very well. Now, dear students, one thing you need to keep in mind, as I have explained you all in previous year, that this thing, always it is not necessary that subjects comes first. Usually, rarely, sometimes the predicate comes first and after that subject is there. I repeat, once again I am repeating the same thing. It's not necessary that always the subject comes first. Sometimes the predicate can comes first and after that subject. So don't be under wrong impression or wrong misunderstanding that always the subject is first and then predicate is there. No, it's not necessary. Subject you need to find when verb is there, when noun is there or pronoun is there, because it is a naming part. Whereas in predicate you need to find when verb is there. Am I right? When predicate always starts with verb. Clear? I hope so you have understood this topic very well. We'll see you in the next lecture. Till that, stay connected, stay safe.